Well, hi there, everybody. Welcome back to FM Projects. I want to show you something that's very interesting. So, the player of the game yesterday, as you surely remember, was Hanjin. Hanjin is sort of our focus player today if you're reading along with the blog. Hanjin is a model professional, another one of these Yenji native players. He's a good player. I love that personality. We want more model professionals. The more that we can get, the better. But the problem we have, of course, here is the lack of enjoyment for big matches. He's one of what I call the Trois Mousquetaires. Les Trois Mousquetaires, it includes Han Jin, Ye Jie, and Fan Xiang. So we looked at Fan Xiang quickly yesterday. He's the born leader. He's got a lot of leadership talent. He actually likes big matches. The problem is that he doesn't quite have the ability that he will need as we move up. So there's a question as to exactly what we're going to do with him. Ye Jie, on the other hand, is around the same age, 27. All three of these are around 27, 28 years old. He's from Jilin, which is not too far away, maybe about 2 hours away from Yanji. And we like everything about him except, once again, the dislike of important matches. And so here, for the first time, I think, in this save, we have the Les Trois Mousquetaires together, Hanjin, Fan Xiang, and Ye Jie. Hanjin, of course, is what we would call Korean Chinese, what they call Choseonjok in Korean, or Chaoshanzu in Chinese. And he has that uye, that politeness and the understanding of the way to act around others. And that's exactly what we want in this squad. We want more players who are polite, who know how to treat each other, and who aren't going to have all sorts of major problems. So here for this match, as we go over to really in the middle of nowhere in Gansu province, we have Hoyu back in goal. Fan Xiang, Yeji, as I said before, two of the trio there. Paulson here in the back as well as Pak Myung-sung, our North Korean international. Kwon Song-se-nim. Kwon Song-se-nim comes back into our side, Mr. Kwon, as well as Calvo here. Han Jin up on the left, and Tang Xin-chung back up on the right side. Para and Hwang Bo-won is going to get the start today. We want Hwang Bo-won to get the start because he played very well in yesterday's match, as you surely recall, and we want him to be happy. That's the big thing. We want to have these young players who play well to be happy and to want to stay at our club, and not to sit around thinking, oh man, this idiot from America decided to hire yet another North Korean striker. No, we want you to be happy, and we want you to win matches with us. And as we come here into, I think this is called Jingchangxian or something like that, in the middle of nowhere in Gansu province, we see that nobody bothered to show up for this match. You thought that we had a bad crowd last time. Man, you haven't seen anything yet. I think I've seen friendlies with bigger crowds than this. I mean, there's absolutely nobody in the stands. Everybody, it looks like, is wearing our colors. So I guess we have a couple of fans who braved the 3,000-kilometer trek to come out here. We ought to just rip them apart. And of course, then I realized, no, they are actually in red. We are in white. That would explain why I don't recognize any of the players' names. Hwang Bo-won with an excellent dispossession of the attacking player there, and we don't see more of that highlight. The Wenhui is what I'm going to call them. Get the ball along, but nothing is going as our defense is more than equal to the task. Here comes Pak Myung-sung now. Pak Myung-sung looks forward and not quite able to find Para. And we want to find Para and see if we can get more goals out of him. Han Jin now to Calvo. Calvo up to Para. Para over to Hwang Bo-won, who's offside. And then, yes, they do call that offside. And now it's a dangerous position for us to be in defensively. Paulson is able to sort of get it out, and Fan Xiang is able to get a little bit further. Para comes back and has an awful pass, and that's not where you want to make a mistake, not that close down to the area. Fan Xiang to Yeji, back to Fan Xiang, now to Calvo. Back to Fan Xiang. Fan Xiang looking for Hwang Bo-won, can't find him. And here they are on the attack again, the Wenhui. And Pak Myung-sung finally able to get it out. Back to Hwang Bo-won, over to Han Jin. And here comes Han Jin, one of the three musketeers, and he has a little blooper shot there on goal. The goalkeeper was able to get back in time to make that happen. That is our first shot on goal 10 minutes into this match, and that is not what we want to see at all. We need to be doing a little bit better than that, but we'll see what happens here. Kwon Song-se-nim over to Pak Song-se-nim, back to Paulson. Paulson back to Pak. Pak now, with the yellow card in him already, needs to be careful. Calvo up to Han Jin, and you have your man, but he's offside. Han Jin now, and it's just a poor attempt from him. Back to Fan Xiang, and that was an outstanding header there from Fan Xiang, who unfortunately was just not able to get his man there in the end. I think it was Tang Xingcheng on the other end of it. Went a little bit faster than I could see. Paulson now. Paulson with the ball over to Kwon Song-se-nim. Mr. Kwon over to Hwang Bo-won and to Para, and that's always going to be a goal. And let's see if they disallow that. That would be number 7 of the season for Para, who's that hat-trick machine from Chile, and they will allow it. So it's going to be 1-0 in our favor. Mr. Kwon, we missed you so. Hwang Bo-won there to Para, and it was just an excellent, very, very well-timed cross there by Hwang Bo-won, who deserves the assist. And now we are rolling, and now the machine is going, and here comes Fan Xiang now for this throw-in over to Para, back to Fan Xiang. Fan Xiang over to Tang Xincheng. And he has a go at it from a horrible angle and just kicks it straight into the goaltender. And one has to wonder what in the world he was thinking there. I mean, yeah, you don't have anybody else in the area for you, which is a problem, but kick it back out over here. Let's start it over again. There's no need to give up possession that easily. Fan Xiang now with yet another throw over to Hanjin. Hanjin over to Calvo and up to Para, and Para now can shoot, or he's got his man, he's going to shoot, and he just barely misses. Was trying to go for number 2 there. Para is that goal machine, that young goal machine that every team wants. He looks okay here, and I think this is probably the right decision to make. And going far corner is definitely the right place to go, and he just can't get his shot targeted correctly. But very, very good effort. Now we have a corner, and it's Paulson to take the corner. And off the corner goes, and that one is headed out nicely by the defense. And we do wind up with a shot in it in the end, but unfortunately nothing's happening. This is another one of these matches that we should be absolutely dominating. And I'm sitting back sort of scratching my head, wondering why in the world we're not up by 4 or 5 goals already. What's wrong? Calvo there, Calvo with an excellent free kick. And he says, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm tired of waiting for the rest of you guys. I'm going to go and take care of this one on my own. And he does. Excellent top corner shot, 2-0 Yanbian, and that's the way that it should be. It should always be this way. We want to win every single match. Mr. Pak now over to Paulson again. Back to Pak. Pak moves it up back to Paulson. Paulson over to Hwang Bo-won, and Hwang Bo-won not able to get into it, but Mr. Kwon is there, equal to the task. Back to Pak now, and that highlight comes to an abrupt end. Paulson now with the ball in the back over to Pak Myung-sung to Mr. Kwon. Back to Paulson. Mr. Kwon now holding it and looking for a way to go forward. Over to Tang Xincheng, back to Pak. Tang Xincheng trying to get back into that passing area, trying to thread it through, and we do find him. Back to Kwon now, over to Calvo for his second goal of the game. That was excellent. That really, I have to say, that was Tang Xincheng in his excellent positioning that made that happen, because he's right here threading the needle perfectly. And just gets a little pass back to Mr. Kwon, and Mr. Kwon goes and takes his pick. He can pick any one of 4 guys, whoever he wants to get that goal, and it's going to be Calvo with his second goal of the match, second of the season, 3-0 Yanbian. We're doing fine. Calvo with another shot here, and you know he's going to shoot. And he does shoot, and he's about, I tell you, if he beats the keeper by maybe an inch, he's got number 3 right there. Calvo now with the corner, and see who he picks out. And he's going there far corner for Hanjin, and the Musketeer unfortunately cannot quite get his saber onto the end of that one. And Paulson up to Para, back to Tang Xincheng, over to Hwang Bo-won, and it's back to Mr. Pak, who will slow it down a little bit. Pak over to Tang Xincheng, and there are more than enough guys there in the area for it. It's a poor cross, unfortunately, and Para, of course, is not quite able to get that one down. We're playing well so far. 3-0 is what we want to be, but really we should be dominating and controlling this match. We have had a lot of shots on target so far today. We are happy about that. We're going to take a quick look here at fitness levels. Everybody looks like they're playing well. Everybody looks like they're fit. We're going to continue to just send them back on out there and see what happens here as we have the kickoff here in the second half. And it's Paulson now. Paulson over to Pak Myung-sung, and that is the end of that highlight. The Wenhui have a little highlight of their own here, and they get the ball behind the defense, and I'm a little bit worried, and I'm very concerned now. And we were able to get sort of a back of a foot on that one. Hanjin now looking maybe for a counterattack, and he's shoved down by Guo Jiabao, and I would like to see a yellow card there, but it is not going to be coming. This was very, very dangerous by our defense, and we have about 3 guys there out of position, and it didn't hit the back of a foot. It hit the offensive player. It hit the striker right in the back of the knee, it looks like. Calvo now. Calvo knocks it over to Paulson, and Paulson just can't get that one down. Paulson, of course, is an excellent young player, great young center back, who's going to be with us for a long time coming. Tang Xincheng now just not able to get the pace to get around on that one. And it looks like the Wenhui have another attacking movement, but Paulson is there to stop them from lopping it over our head. Hanjin now over to Huang Bowen, and there's Huang Bowen's 5th goal, and he's not going to score another easier one than that. And that is Hanjin with that leadership there on the pitch. He knows exactly where to be. He's unselfish. He has that famous ethnic Korean politeness, and he says, "Here you go." And Huang Bowen is more than equal to the task, and there's no way any goalkeeper is going to stop that one. Beautifully done, beautifully executed, and we are once again expressing our dominance in this match. And Calvo able to get back on that to Mr. Kwon. Mr. Kwon over to Hanjin, to Calvo again. Calvo over to Para. Para back to Park Myung-sung, and it's not a particularly good pass. Park Myung-sung unable to get that one at the end, but Fan Xiang is there, and there's Para for the little header. And how many is that? The second, I think, of the game for Para. And as I said, he's just nothing but a goal-scoring machine. I'm very happy that I bought this player. The scouts were raving about him, were telling me all about how wonderful he is. And you know how it is with these young players. I think he's, 18, 19 or so, and I thought, I'm not sure. And he turns out to be easily the best striker on the squad. And you can see why right there. I mean, he gets the ball on target, and it's going in the net. No questions asked. Fan Xiang able to get back to around that one. Hanjin now pulls out in front, is fouled. No call on the foul. Para now in an awful position. He's fouled in the box. No call. Hanjin comes back around, and it's over to Mr. Kwon, who gets number 6 of the season. And, the one-way defense was really all over the place here. 2 fouls and lack of calls, and we're able to get back up, stop screaming at the referee. Hanjin with the excellent pass, and boy, Mr. Kwon, if he had a little better personality, he could probably be a musketeer too. He's going to be upset with me for not praising his politeness and all of the wonderful things that he does. But we already had your day in the sun, Mr. Kwon. And this is another dangerous attack by the Wenhui, and in fact, they end up hitting the post there. And I have to ask some questions here about this defense and what's going on. I mean, it's fine to be attacking and all, but we need to have more clean sheets, boys. We shouldn't be giving up any goals, not at this level, not with this team. Paulson back to Park Myung-sung, over to Kwon Hyuk-kyu. Mr. Kwon now over to Para, and that's number 3. And you can see that one coming. You can see that one coming from a mile away. I wonder why it is that these defenders were unable to see exactly what we were doing, because I think everybody in the stands was able to see this. This match better not be on television, because if this is on television, man, the ratings are going to go straight down. I mean, this is turning into an absolute rout, and 7 goals now. We've scored 17 goals in 2 games. We've had a 10-0, an 8-0, and a 7-0 victory, and we are on pace for at least 7-0 here today, maybe more. And we don't have the ball, of course, now that I'm praising the team and its offensive success. Hoyu now with it. And Hoyu back to Fan Xiang. Fan Xiang, the clear leader of the team. And he brings it up slowly and carefully, and just about loses possession. Back to Yejie, over to Fan Xiang again. Fan Xiang is looking for somebody to cross it to. Back to Yejie, work it back around the other side. Work it back around to Pak. Fan Xiang now back to Yejie, and back to Fan Xiang again. We don't need to waste time. Calvo now with it, almost dispossessed. Puts it forward to Tang Xincheng, over to Par. Then Huang Bowen gets the second of the game. The right place at the right time, as always. Huang Bowen is an excellent player. We need to play him more often. And I'm actually starting to regret buying Kim Yong-il, looking at how good Huang Bowen is. It's hard because when you see a good player, you want to get him. But my goodness, Huang Bowen is a very, very good player, always in the right place at the right time. And we just need to get him to feel a little bit happier about things in life. And scoring, what was that, number 7, number 8 of the season? Maybe that'll do it. It's another ball in a dangerous area, and Fan Xiang is he got one of those little it was a diving header to save that one, get it out of the area. It looked more like a belly flop to me. Paulson now over to Park Myung-sung. Park Myung-sung brings it up himself over to Tan Xincheng, can't find him. And it's 8-0 Yanbian, and so I won't get too upset about us missing those passes, but really we should be dominating this match even more. Mr. Kwon now back to Paulson. Paulson up forward to Huang Bowen, can't find him. And now we are on the back foot here. Yejie is able to get back over to that, and it's a very, very poor clearance. Unfortunately for us, that one goes straight over the top of the goal. And Yeje is really kind of getting me a little concerned here. We love our Musketeers, but man, we need to have good players as well. And when you're not playing well, I get very concerned. Huangbo now over to Paulson. Back to Park Myung-sung, over to Tang Xincheng, can't find him once again. Another wayward pass from Park Myung-sung, and I think we need to go have a talk with these boys, and maybe we need to start speaking the same language together. It's one of the problems that we have. Park Myung-sung rips into that one, and it's just a little bit too far. Wang Chunkai is able to get that one out for the Wen Hui. Park Myung-sung there as an awful attempt at trying to get around on that header, and is sort of jogging up the pitch and is completely beaten by his man, and I'm really concerned here about what I'm seeing. That was horrible. That was awful. We have one and a hat trick, or we have one with a hat trick. Para, Huang Bowen, and Borja Calvo are both have potential hat tricks as well, and we're just running out of time in this match. It looks like they're not going to show us any more highlights. And I mean, it's all well and good too. I mean, an 8-0 victory is more than enough for us here on the road. This looks like it's going to be the final highlight of the game, and of course we get it again. There's Para again, and is he going to get number 4? Not quite. He's dispossessed in the end. Hanjin now has it, and back to Calvo, and we're just kicking around for fun now. Over to Tan Xincheng, who just about has his first goal of the match. Not quite able to get around on that. Of course, we don't necessarily need him to score a lot of goals. We just need him to be there and to help out his teammates. Zhang Xiao now with it, and Jingchuan Shen, that's how you say this county. Jingchuan Shen ends up just not kicking the ball at all. And they probably hope that their goalie took control of the ball for the whole game and just didn't show up. And so that's the end of that one. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit the like button. And I really mean it. Hit the like button so other people can find the video. It helps a lot. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And subscribe for more of these. We'll have one every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.